What's up? Deep South EDC coming at you, this time in vampire mode. We got ourselves on another overnight shift tonight, so while I'm on my lunch break, I thought I'd go over a quick and easy one. So today we're going to go over a couple of emergency, like EMS shear type things. So Leatherman first came out with this design, and I could see why they would come out with it. It's a Leatherman for an EMS person. However, using it, I find that that's probably not the best intended case for it. It gets really dirty. There are a lot of like hinges and a lot of spaces that are really hard to clean. So I can only imagine if you got blood all over it and that dried. Imagine having to clean that. The next thing we have over here on the right is the Sog Parashears. They came out with these a little bit later as like a competitor, and it's Sog, so there's some to be desired. So I'll go over some specs real fast. The Leatherman Raptor is made with 420 high carbon stainless steel. It comes with a strap cutter, a ring cutter, a ruler, an oxygen wrench tank, and a glass breaker. Now, the Sog Parashears comes with 11 tools. It says it comes with the compound leverage system, which I'll show you. Also comes with 11 tools, including a ruler, inch ruler, millimeter ruler, shears, line cutter, glass breaker, tweezers, Phillips, bottle opener, medium flathead, awl, rope cutter, and an oxygen wrench. So they count the inch ruler and the millimeter ruler as its own tool, so I think they're kind of cheating there. Now, the Sog Parashear, the steel type on that one is a 3CR13, so we're coming in with some premium Chinesium steel there. You wouldn't expect anything less from Sog there, especially with something like this. They used to have really good multi-tools like back in the day, and anything they've come out with is pretty weak. I'll do a comparison here soon. I got an idea of what I want to do. Alright, so I'll go through the tools on each of these individually. Let's start with the original that came out, which is the Leatherman Raptor here. So this one folds up like this. It has these two locking buttons on each side. Now this one is pretty cool because it has this really cool sheath that it comes with, where it locks in like that. And on here, these attach to molly webbing. They also attach to your belt. Another cool thing about this sheath system that the Leatherman comes with is that even when it's open, it locks in. So you can carry your shears either way. Like if you were an EMS or a doctor or nurse or whatever, there you go. So we have the shears, the strap cutter. So the strap cutter is actually pretty badass. It's pretty sharp. I use it for opening packages, but you could use it to cut a seatbelt. You can see there it's pretty sharp, pretty aggressive. The next thing that it says it has is the ring cutter. So the ring cutter is this notch down here. Now the idea behind that is you're supposed to be able to like slide it under a ring like that, and then you can go ahead and bust it off. I'm not going to do that to my ring. This is already my third wedding ring. I've lost 2 of them. The ruler, which was on the blade, the oxygen wrench, which is actually here on the strap cutter. So on your bottles of oxygen, that's what you'd use to open the valve. Now the last thing is this glass breaker for your auto glass, and it has a lanyard hole there, like everything else these days. Moving on. Next we have the SOG Parashears. So these have the SOG compound leverage system, just like all of their multi-tools, which is one of the things that I really do like about their multi-tools is their ability to really torque down on something. So I haven't used this where I needed that, but you know, with the geared system, you don't get as much open and close. Like you really have to open up really far here on this side to barely open on this side. So that is a drawback. All right, so let's go over everything. So here are the first two tools that it says it has: a centimeter ruler and an inch ruler. The shears, of course. Now let's fold these up here. Now here's the SOG line cutter. It comes out a different way. And I think the Leatherman fits better in the hand. Just the way, well, I don't know. I guess you'd have to be the judge on that one. I guess that's why they're competitors. Pick whichever one you prefer. Now, the glass breaker. So the glass breaker on this one, it's up here. It's kind of hidden. You got to like flip it out. And it's not made out of carbide like the one on the Leatherman is. It's just like a little piece of sharp plastic. And I don't know how you do it. You'd have to like punch the glass. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll test it. All right, now here's where SOG kind of gets weird. Now we have this thicker part of the frame, and I guess the way it's designed with the geared system, they have some space up here, so instead of just leaving it or reinforcing it, they just did some crazy shit with it. So let's check all these out. So here we have the flathead screwdriver and the bottle opener. And these tools all have this lock on here, so they all lock open. So that's how you would open your bottles, I guess. It's kind of dumb. The lock is hard to manipulate. All right, we'll just go open these all. The next thing we have is the rope cutter, it says this is. So I guess you'd hold it like that to cut rope. I don't know. That all it has. So this, you know, okay. That's a design that might work. I would probably take a different multi-tool to do my awling. And then it has this Phillips head screwdriver here. And yeah, I mean, I don't need all of that on an emergency shear. And then the last thing it has are tweezers. So the tweezers are on the back side. And it's just this like piece of steel or aluminum, or I'm not even sure what it is. Whoops. The ends, they're not like tweezer ends. They're just like painted. I've tried to use them. They don't work well as regular tweezers. Maybe if you need to grab a piece of twine through a hole or something. You know, it's not the original. Anyway, they tried. They're about a $10 difference. So if you were going to pick one of these up, I would just save the extra $10 and go with the original Leatherman Raptor. So let's just compare these real fast because I wanted to show you like the opening. So let's do a 90. So that's a 90 on there. And here's a 90 on there. So you see how much farther you have to open your hand with the SOG just to get the same amount of opening with this one. So you just open it that much. And I already have to go a thumb over. Also with this one, it feels really comfortable with your finger on the front of it, whereas on the Leatherman Raptor, I guess it's the same finger in front. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, I did touch on this really cool system to carry. Now, SOG just came with this Molly webbing sheath, so it does fold up and fit in here nicely. So you can put it in upside down. It sticks out the bottom there, which is cool. You can put it in this way, I think. It doesn't really fit too well. And then you can carry it with your shears open. Like you could your Leatherman Raptor. But let's see, the Sog Parashears you can find on Amazon for about $75. I'll put a link at the bottom. And then the Leatherman Raptor, that's about $89. So, you know, you get what you pay for with Leatherman. You're going to get their warranty. The SOG, it's not a bad start. If you can't save up the extra money, it's definitely good to have. Now, what I would probably use it for, I used to try to carry it around to kind of just try it out. But I think the best option for one of these to have is just to put in your med kit or your IFAC, something like that. Maybe with the Raptor, you know, if you have a kit in your car that you keep, this would be perfect because you can punch out glass, you can cut your seat belts, you also have your scissors, you can do whatever you need to. So I would probably keep this one more in the car kit. Since I have them both, I'll probably keep that one in, I don't know, a first aid kit somewhere. Maybe at my IFAC. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We could do some testing and comparison. Let me know if you've had any experiences with either one. So, you know, drop a like, hit that rumble button. We'll see you on the next one.